you've done everything your family has asked you to do. They want you to graduate from high school, so you do that. They want you to go to college and get your degree. Usually a 4-year. If you take a 2-year, okay, fine. But however it is, they want you to have a college degree. Now, they may do this because they want to be able to boast about their child. Maybe they never got the opportunity to do it. Whatever it is, you decide that you're at least going to give your family what they want up until a certain extent. So you go to high school, you graduate. You go to college, you graduate. And then you come out and you feel, you know what, I have my degree. It should be so easy for me to find a job. Not so much. We've been living a lie. Now, for some people it might be a good lie, for some people it might be a bad lie, but however you do it, or however you see it, we've been living a lie. Now, I'm not saying it's not good to go to college, because, it's a great experience, especially if you know what you want to go for. And if you know exactly what you want to do, you'll be able to choose the kind of program or school that you need to go to that will help you in what you're trying to do. But for those that just sort of go because, their parents are telling them to go and they really have no idea what they want to do, and you graduate and you think it's going to be easier for you, it's not. You come out, you apply for jobs within your field that you went to school in, whatever you decided. Most of the time they tell you college, if you go to a 4-year to get your bachelor's, that it takes 4 years. It's actually a 5-year plan, and they just don't want to say that it's 5 years. They just really want you to pay the extra year. Because what happens is that you come in your freshman year, you really don't know what's going on. You don't have any idea what you want to do. So you sort of play around with different majors. Now, you play around with different majors because most colleges start you out as a liberal arts college. And you have to take so many courses that they force you to take as a freshman that you have not a lot of slots or not a lot of credits left over to take classes in the actual major that you want to major in. So freshman year is almost like a setup. And these are credits that, you can go to a school, take freshman seminars all you want. But if you try to transfer out, some of these colleges don't accept those credits. So basically you just paid for credits that won't even transfer with you. Or another school won't even accept it if you decide that you don't even want to stay there. So, yeah, set up again. So you usually don't find out your major until about your sophomore, junior year. And by then it's either you have to catch up on a whole bunch of classes, an overload, which some schools won't let you do unless you have a certain kind of GPA, meaning if you wasn't staying on your P's and Q's with your grades, they're probably not going to let you. You then have to pay for an extra year, which is why I call it usually a 5-year plan. Some people do it in 4 years, so they know exactly what they're going for. I know, me personally, I overloaded the first semester of my senior year, because I said I'm not paying you guys another $30,000 to come back to the school. And then that's another setup. So, high school could be free unless you went to college, went to Catholic high school. College can range anywhere between $30,000 and up. You have some schools like Duke and Harvard that cost maybe $175,000 and up per year. Though, by the time you finish college, you could have already bought your car, owned a house, had kids, supported them. Like, it gets ridiculous for you to come out and not be able to find a job within your field because they say you lack the experience. So what the fuck was everything that I did in college? Was me buying those textbooks that I paid so much for that when I go to return them, I'm not even going to get half of what I paid for it back. The internships that you take, the seminars that you go to, and just the whole classroom experience, which is hands-on, is that not enough experience for you? And then if you don't hire me, how am I supposed to get experience in that field? Because that means now I'm going to go to all these companies, and none of them are going to hire me, and they're going to want to hire me as an intern. These colleges make so much money. Whether you go for your associates, which is 2 years, your bachelor's, which is 4 years, if you're going for a lawyer, it's another couple of years, if you're going for a doctor, it's another couple of years, different schooling. And with loans, you can, keep pressing them off if you continue to stay in school. But the second you stop going to school for at least a good 6 months, they will come after you. And they will come after you hard. They will take your money from your taxes, and they will garnish your checks from your jobs, if you didn't know. And they have the jurisdiction to do that. Only other person who has the jurisdiction to do that is if you do anything federal or anything dealing with the government, because they're the only ones who can actually dip into things like that. So I think that the whole thing is a setup with the government and schools, just to make sure that we are always consistently in debt, and that we'll owe them for the rest of our lives. I mean, if you add up just a minimum of $30,000 a year over the course of 4 years, that's $120,000 that you owe back. Now, they give you the highest amount when you graduate. So, let's say, you came out, you didn't get a good job, you didn't get a job in your field that you thought you were going to get. You resort to having to make money because, you have to pay your car note, you have to pay your credit cards, you have to pay your cell phone just in case they decide they want to call you. You have to pay rent if you have an apartment, pay for gas, pay for Metro cards or ways to get around, transportation. You have to pay for food. You have to pay for the clothes that you're going to go to your interview with. You have to pay to make sure that you keep upkeep, whether it's guys or girls, nails, hair, haircuts. You have to pay for that laptop that you have. You have to pay for the internet that's going to keep the emails going to your laptop so that you never miss a chance or a call from a job. And then they hit you with a bill that's saying, hey, you have to pay anywhere between $675 and up per month on your loans. So now once you add that into your equation, and yes, say most jobs want to start you out at minimum wage, you basically are getting set up to be homeless or to have none of these amenities or to work 2, 3, 4 jobs just to survive. Now, I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying it's not good to go to college, because it is. It's good to have that type of education behind you, because nowadays it's getting to the point where you can have your high school degree, you can have your bachelor's degree, but some places want you to even have your master's. I mean, there's some people who have their master's who are still struggling to find a job in there. I just feel like it's a setup. It's just a setup. But it's a good setup if you know exactly what you want to go to school for. Then it works. But then sometimes you go to school for something that you know you'll make money in, but you don't really love doing it. So then it sucks, too, because now you're unhappy doing it. And if you're unhappy doing the job, it usually shows. And most of the time, if you can't get over that hump, you usually get fired. So then you're back at square one again with a college degree. That was why, like, when I heard Kanye's album, College Dropout, some of the skits hit home. So I was like, Dad, you're right. I done did all this, and the only thing I'm going to have is my damn degrees. No job, no nothing, but my degrees will keep me warm. Yeah, right. But at the same token, if you didn't have those degrees and you didn't get the shot to become that basketball player or that model or that actress or, that rapper or singer, you sort of will need that piece of paper to at least try to put you at the head of the list. So, with that being said, I mean, you can comment below. You can tell me your views on it. Everybody has their different views on school and what they feel it should be and what it shouldn't be. It's your girl, Miss Kaysen, blog number 2. Look out for blog number 3. Peace.